Hello fellow Sudokans, and welcome to Zen and the Art of the Guardian Sudoku Puzzle. It's Sunday the 24th of November 2024. I hope you are feeling great and having a good weekend. It's a sunny day here. I haven't been outside the house yet though. I'm kind of avoiding swimming for a few days, and but also avoiding the sunshine and avoiding the heat. No doubt my electricity bills are going to be sky high this month. What's going on? I'm very much in favor of smaller scale studies to see whether political policy will be successful or not. At least give some indication of whether things are likely to be successful or not. I mention this because in the UK, King's College London is carrying out a study that's going to recruit 360 homeless people and offer them see how it works out by offering cash or by offering to pay for particular items, and so rather than paying cash, just seeing what's going to be the best way forward. Similar studies have been done before. Apparently one in Canada was quite successful, but the reason for carrying out small scale studies is because instinct, logic, and common sense don't always prevail, I'm afraid. We can see that from recent events across the world, in particular in that country below Canada. But I remember watching a study once of which I thought was going to be a really good thing. It seemed like a good idea. It was of young people being shouted at, maybe, or kind of talked to about the state of real prison life. Young offenders, people who had just committed minor offences, and they were confronted by actual long-term prisoners, people who had been put into prison several times. Very kind of tough guys, approach, and they kind of told them how awful life in prison really was, rather than some kind of place to be proud of going, or an aspiration as a kind of career criminal or something like that. And when seeing this documentary, I remember thinking, oh, that sounds like a sensible, logical approach. And especially because of the responses of the young people at the time, they were quite kind of afraid and scared, and they were thinking, oh yeah, they all said, yeah, right, I don't want to go in there, I don't want to be like this, I don't want to do this. But actually, when you looked at the long-term data, in fact, the study was worse. In fact, it turned out that more people, from the data set, the average number of people who reoffended was actually higher amongst those who had been scared in this rather interesting way, that tried to be scared straight, if you like, something like that. It really didn't work at all, because the number of reoffenders over the long term was actually worse. So what seemed like a logical and kind of common sense approach actually didn't work at all. So, things have to be tested out before they go full scale. So, it would seem that offering people cash is a good idea rather than just, paying the rent or whatever. But maybe, maybe not. We'll get to find out. And of course, after that larger scale studies might reveal something different. But it is a good way to go forward. So I'm much in favor of governments trying to use data collection and small-scale studies, pilot studies, to see the effect that policy changes might have. Let's get on with the game of Sudoku, shall we? This is my third in my trio of time-wasting activities called Sudoku. This is the Los Angeles Times expert level puzzle. And so far, not so good, because I haven't noticed anything particularly good. And that means, of course, in my parlance, that means I've not noticed anything. And so I'm going to have to click on the digits one by one and see if I can find something like that, because I can't find anything else just yet. Normally we are given a few easy numbers, but they are eluding me at the moment. Come on, where are you? Where are you? You've got to be there somewhere. Oh, poor start from me. Not seeing anything at the beginning. That's not a good sign. But this looks like it might be something. 1, 2, 3, 7. 1, 2, 3, 7. I think 1, 2, 3, 7 across the bottom here is going to... We need 1, 2, 3, 7 in this column, right? In those squares there. I'm just double checking because I might be wrong. I think we're right. 1, 2, 3, 7. And so the other number is going to be 8 because that's the last number to get. So we've got the 2 there, so it just puts 2's in those squares. Well, I'm going to have to look along the bottom row here because I've just put in the 8. I couldn't see anything else, so assuming that we are being guided, we are being led along the right path here, I should look along the bottom row, I suppose. Or I should look down here. There's only the 4 there. Alright, so what are we looking for? 4, 5, 6, 9. Okay, 6, 9 in this block here, so that means we've got 6 and 9 over here, and these 2 squares are going to have to be 4 or 5, so 4 blocking down here will give us 4 there, and 5 in that square. One and 3 block across here, so we're going to have 1 and 3 in those squares. Don't know what that means. This is going to be 2 and 7. Don't know what that means either. It gives us 2's in these squares. It gives us 7's in these squares. 2, 7. 1 and 3, no, nothing to think about here. 1. Okay, we've got 8 blocking, 8 blocking across here and 8 blocking down here, right? And 8 blocking down here. So 8 is in one of these two squares blocking across. We see the 8 across here and up there, so we know 8 is in one of these two squares blocking down. Lots of blue until eventually we get an 8 in that square there. I see a triple, 9, 6, 3. So 9, 6 and 3 in those squares, leaving us here without 2, 9, 6 or 3. That's 2, 5. 2, 5 in these squares. Alright, so up here and there, 4, 7. And that's no good to us. 4 or 7. Or is it? Hold on a second. What did I say? 3 and 1 there, so 7. No, it's no good. 7s are there, 4s are there. So yeah, that seems to make sense. This is 2, 5, and this is whatever I said before. 6, 3, 9. So 6 is there. 3, 9, no idea. Oh dear, this is going to be a tough game. This is going to be a tough game, I think. But okay, so we've got, I think I've got something here. I think I've got 2, 4 and 7 in these squares, but I can't be sure. Hold on, let me think about it. I have to do this again. 1 and 3 block across here, so this is 2 and 7. So 2 and 7 across here, 2 and 7 across here. Yes, and then 2, 7. What else did I say? 4. No, I'm wrong about the 4. 4 is possible like that. 2, 7, 4. Oh dear. I am going to move to pencil marks. Okay, let's put in some of the stuff that I know already. I know ones are up there. Now, what did I say? Well, let's do this first. Ones here. We've got 1 and 3 in those. Oops, excuse me. 1, 3 in those squares, and 2 and 7 in those squares. What did I say about this? I said 3, 6, 9 in those squares. So we got a pair of 6s there. And 3 and 9 there. This is 2 and 5. 2s are down there. Ah, there we go. 2 blocking across here. That can't be a 2. That has to be a 2. There. So what else did I do? What was it? 4? No, 4, 7 was it? 7 blocking across here. Yeah, 7 blocking across there. That gave me a pair of 7s there, didn't it? We've got 4 blocking down here, so we get a pair of 4s in those squares. 6 blocking like this, so that's a pair of 6s. So that can't be a 6, can it? That's going to be a 6. And then we're going to get a pair of 6s here. And we've got a pair of 4s there as well, so that's a pair of 4 and 6. We'll come back to that in a second. That looks good. Looks juicy. What do we know about the 9? 9 blocking down here and across there. What else do I need? 5 is the other missing number. 5. Okay, let's put in these digits here. 3 and 9. And let's have a look at this block here. Now we've got 4 and 6 here, so we've got 8 across here and 8 down here. That gives me an 8 in that square. 8 blocking down here, and across there gives me 8 in this square. We also get a pair of 8s there. We've got a pair of 8s up there. That's it. Right, back over here again. What else? 4 and 6. 2 blocking up here and 2 blocking down here, so there's the 2, so that's our 2, that's our 5. 5 across here, and down here and up there gives us 5 in this square, 8 in this square there, and we get a pair of 8s up there if we need them later. Now our 4, 6 here, so we're looking for 3, 7 and 9. We've got 7 blocking up here, so we have a pair of 7s there. The 3 and the 9 I'm not sure about. Oh, sorry, accidentally, I thought I had 2 squares clipped. 7s there is what I meant to do. You're also going to get 7s up there in a minute. 3 and a 9. Oh, we did have 3 blocking up there, so that's good. So then this is going to be a 9. 1, 3, 7. This has to be 3. We've got a pair of 4 and 6 here. We've got 3, 9 here, so this would have to be 3 or 9. So 9 blocking up here means that's a 3, that's a 9, that's a 3, that's a 3, that's a 7. There are only 2 more digits to go here and here, so the missing numbers here are 2 and 9. We've got the 9 blocking up there. There's the 9. This would be a 2 then. We also get a pair of 2s there. The missing number here is 7. Can we say which is which? That will give us 1 and 7 up there. Answer, no, I don't know which is which just yet. Put the 7s in. Okay. Right. So, in fact, you know, most people have probably got to this point without the pencil marks, but anyway, it just makes life easier, doesn't it? For me, anyway. Right, let's see what else is on the cards now. We've got 1s up in these squares here. We've got 2s as shown. We've got 3s somewhere in the middle up there. We've also got, we've got a pair of 3 up here now. So we can look at this. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4 in those squares. 5. We had a pair of 5s there now. So that's a pair of 5 and 8. So these squares have to be 4 and 7. We've got 7 up here, so that will give us 7 in this square, 4 in that square. 4 must appear here, and this is not 4. 9 is, isn't it? So 9 across here, 9 across there gives me 9 in this square. We still need a 6 to finish this row. 7 in that square, and the last number here is 5. Okay, 5, 8, 1, 3 up there, looking nice. We've got a pair of 2 and 7 here, so we can get whatever goes there. That's going to be 4. So 4 here, 6 there, and 6 blocking down gives us 6 in this square. This is a 5. So we will get up here a pair of 5 and 4, I think. So we've got 4 blocking across. There's our 4, there's our 5. So 5 in this square, 8 in that square, 8 up here, and this is not 8. What's the last number to get up here? We're looking for 1, and we are looking for 9, I think. So 9 blocking across there. There's our 9, there's our 1. Oh, sorry, I had the wrong mode selected. There's our 9, there's our... Still selecting the wrong one. What's going on here? My mouse is doing weird things. 9 there, 1 there. And not much more to go now. 3, 7. What is the missing number here? 6, is it? So we've got a pair of 6s like that. Right, what's left to be done over here? Let's see. We've got 1 blocking this square, so that means that's a 1, and this is a 7, and here's a 7. There's a 2. That's a 2, and that is not. Again, 1, 3. Oh, we've got 1 number to finish here, haven't we? That's a 7. Let's put that one in. So that's not going to be a 7. And neither is that. This has to be a 7. That's going to be a pair of 1, 3, 1, 3. We've got 1, 3 down there, so that's a pair of 1 and 3. This is not going to be 1 or 3 for this column. It's got to be a 6. So that's our 3, that's our 6. That's our 1, that's our 3, that's our 1, that's our 3, that's our 1. 3 blocks across here, there's a 3, and the last number to finish is 9. Yeah, not too bad. If I'd been a bit more studious, I might have spotted that without pencil marks, but you know, it is a Sunday and who can be bothered, huh? Let's be honest. See you around. Bye bye.